The other day, I was watching QI, and I saw something quite interesting. They were talking about giraffes, and how their long necks aren't actually for reaching the food at the top of trees. Now, this is interesting to me, because when I was in school, and they were teaching me about evolution, they said that a perfect example of this were giraffes, who have long necks, because each one's neck was progressively longer, giving them an advantage to reach higher food. And that advantage meant that those giraffes with a longer neck prospered and took over from those who didn't. Now, this was like the basis, the very simple illustration that they gave me about evolution. And though I didn't accept it, I thought, yes, that's nice and straightforward. Lo and behold, however, I find out that that's not actually true. And like so many things, it's actually a load of rubbish. Giraffes, when they go to eat, actually lower their necks to grab the leaves that they're going to eat. And it got me thinking about all the other things that evolution has used as proof before, and it's also turned out to be a load of hokum. You've got the appendix being useless, you've got the peppered moths that don't even land on trunks, and so many other things that just don't seem to make, well, that are just false when they're actually looked into. And lo and behold, the giraffe illustration was just another one of these. I've been reading recently in the news as well about some people at a university in East Anglia who have been falsifying, or not falsifying, but twisting results in order to make it look like global warming is happening. Now, I don't particularly care for either side of the global warming argument. As far as I'm concerned, it's not really something I concern myself with too much, despite the fact I'm by the sea. But it's just interesting because everyone always depends on the peer review system and says how fantastic it is, and how nothing can be falsified, but everything's so difficult to falsify. And yet here we have in 2010 some scientists who are using or changing more data in order to give false results. It really doesn't do much for science as a whole, and for that I lament, as obviously I actually think science is fantastic. But all I want to show is that when things are popular or unpopular, or when people want to achieve a certain specific result, there's certain things they can do to bend the facts. And if it wasn't, in the case of the university researchers, if it wasn't for the fact that their emails were leaked, then who knows, their work would have probably been published, and it would have been accepted, and anyone who criticised it would have just been told that they were a global warming skeptic. It's food for thought.